My name is Dan, and I have been at Montfort now for a total of about 9 years. So I started as a student in 2012, and I graduated in 2015 before I moved to the student union for 2 years, and now I work for the university. So hopefully I know everything about DMU, and you can ask me any questions about the course, about the living, about what you do as a student as well, and hopefully I can answer them, obviously being a past student myself. So De Montfort, I'm not sure how much you know about us, but we are based in the city of Leicester in the United Kingdom, and Leicester is right in the middle of of England, so very, very central. We're about 1 hour north of London, as you can see on the map, but the great thing is we're a much more affordable place to live than London. So we're a mid-sized city, very, very popular city to live now. Obviously, with COVID, a lot of people are moving out of the bigger cities. Because they're working from home a lot more. So Leicester is becoming a very, very sought out place to live. We also have a city centre campus, which is quite unique actually for a UK university. So what you've got is the best of everything. So as you can see in the, I always go to point, but obviously you can't see. As you can see in the circle, this is our campus. Okay, so all the red buildings are your academic buildings, and then the purple buildings, for example, number 20, number 19, number 27, they're the accommodation buildings. And the great thing is for you is that accommodation is guaranteed. And I'll talk a little bit more about that a bit later. The blue building at the top is the High Cross Shopping Centre. So that's where all the shops, restaurants, bars, cinemas, everything like that you can have fun with. And as you can see, it's very, very close, only about 5 minutes walk from the campus. Now what this is, it's very, very safe. I've lived there for 9 years, very, very safe. You never have to walk anywhere that's kind of unlit. You never have to take a bus or a taxi. So it's very, very convenient. I'm not from Leicester originally, so when I went to university, I just came here and I felt at home straight away because it does have that great feeling. And we've had a massive campus redevelopment recently, and I'll show you a video later and a few pictures which will show kind of where you'll be studying. And also, we're only 15 minutes from the train station, 15-minute walk, and you can get the train to anywhere, whether you want to go Birmingham, Manchester, London, within an hour. That's available to you. So you're connected to everywhere, but like I said earlier, it's very, very affordable for you. This is just a few pictures. Any football fans, you might have heard of Leicester City Football Club, who won the Premier League a few years ago. It was a miracle. You might obviously have heard of Park Ji-sung, the ex-Man United footballer. He was a student 3 or 4 years ago at the MU. He did sports history course. He actually lived right above me in my flat, so that was quite amazing. When he was moving in, I was a bit of a fan. As you can see from the photos, we've got a mix of different city centre life options for you, so shops, but also within 5-10 minutes walk, you can go to the more rural areas if you want to go and just get away from the city life. So in terms of our ranking, you might have heard of the Teaching Excellence Framework, which is how the government, it's the only way the government ranks universities in the UK. We're very proud to be a gold institution. So every institution in the UK is either bronze, silver, or gold, gold being the top award, and we are gold. Where we've scored very highly is around the employability. Okay, so we won an award last year for the best employability and career service in the UK. We put a lot of emphasis in that because we believe, and hopefully you do too, that the main reason you go to university is, number one, to get a really good job once you graduate and being in a position to get a job. So we make sure that whatever course you're going to do, it does encompass some work experience. So if you're interested in undergraduate study, you would be able to do what's called a placement year, a sandwich placement. So between your second year and your third and final year, you can go off for a whole year and go to a company and work, and you earn a salary and you get great experience. Now, if you're doing a master's course, many of our masters will have, rather than a dissertation, you can do a work project. So you do a 3 months with a company, and then you do a mini report after that. It just really helps you with your experience. You can put it on your CV. Yeah, it's very, very valuable for you. And we support you with that. We've got a great careers team, so you can go and talk to them about your aspirations, your career plans, and they can help you out. Another great feature of DMU is that we're the only university in the whole world who is a partner or a global hub for the Sustainable Development Goals, which is a project from the United Nations. And that means that you have the opportunity to get involved in a lot of different work the United Nations is doing, including, for example, 1,000 students in January will go to New York and take part in a massive debate on climate change. But day to day on campus, we try to make it more renewable, reducing the amount of plastic and things like that. And if you're interested in that, you can get involved and you can really help the local community. There's great news if you want to stay in the UK after you graduate. So from this summer, any student who is graduated, either an undergraduate degree or a postgraduate degree, you have a 2-year post-study work visa. Now, you can use that if you want to just travel around and have, go and see different parts of the UK, or some students I know this year are looking for employment and they want to work in the UK for a little while. So rather than having only 3 or 4 months to do that, now you have a 2-year period in order to seek employment, and we help you with that. So like me, once you graduate, you don't just leave DMU, you join what's called our DMU for Life program. We stay in contact with you, we help you with your career plan, and you can still access all of the all of what you did as a student. Okay, so we just don't say goodbye, here's your graduate certificate. We look after you once you go into the graduate world. So this is really, really good news for those of you who have an ambition to stay in the UK afterwards. And it's not, some students I've spoken to who have arrived and taken advantage of this already just want to get some experience. So they might stay in the UK for another 2 or 3 years with a company before they go back to their home country. But every student is on a different journey, and this just gives you more options. So it's great news